Oh, very well. Today's lesson will be to see how magic always leads to trouble.
This way to the magic school.
Ah, magic school. I suppose it'll all be pink and fluffy and covered in glitter.
That sounds nice.
Here we are, Mrs. Fig's magic school.
Oh, what a sensible building. It could have been built by an elf.
I know. It's a bit ugly, isn't it?
It's very sensible.
Now, girls and boys, you'll soon be meeting Mrs. Fig. She taught me everything I know.
Ooh.
Mrs. Fig liked me. I used to call her Old Figgy.
Good morning, children.
Morning, Old Figgy.
My name is Mrs. Fig.
Morning, Mrs. Fig.
That's better.
Hello, Figgy. Remember me?
Ah, Nanny Plum. How could I forget?
I told you I was her best pupil.
In all my years of teaching, Nanny Plum, I never had another pupil like you.
Thank you.
And I am the wise old elf.
Elves? At magic school?
Yes, we're here to see the magic all go wrong.
Nothing will go wrong at Mrs. Fig's magic school. Now, who do we have here?
I'm Princess Holly.
Princess Holly, what do you and your little friends know about magic?
Oh, I've taught them lots of things.
Let's say you know nothing. Now, what's the most important rule of magic?
Don't do magic.
Correct.
What?
But where's the fun in that?
Magic is not meant to be fun.
Oh, I like this lesson.
Magic is only meant to be used for sensible things by sensible people. Now, pretend you are in the kitchen doing the washing up. Are you going to wash the dirty dishes using magic?
Yes.
Stop! That's just the sort of thing you can do by hand.
Everyone on time. Good show. Well done, Archie. Nice posture, Stanley.
She's funny.
Chin up, Bobby. That's better. Let's face the future like we mean it. Aha! A new pet. Wonderful. Does he have a name?
He's called Gaston. And I'm Holly. I'm Ben.
And I'm King Thistle.
Hello, Gaston.
Well,
Now, Mr. Thistle, why isn't Gaston wearing a lead?
He never wears a lead.
Nonsense! He has to wear a lead to be trained.
He's not really trainable.
Poppycock! All pets are trainable by Miss Jolly. Tell him to sit down.
sit, Gaston. Sit down, please. You see, it's impossible.
Sit!
Oh.
Just be firm. Let your pet know who's boss. Now, let's all show Gaston how we walk with a lead. Nice and upright. That's it.
Do you want to have a go, Gaston?
No, don't talk to Gaston like that. Who's the boss here?
Well, I've always thought of Gaston as a friend.
You're the boss, so show him that. Gaston, heel. Knees up, Gaston. Chin in the air. Don't slouch. Good boy, Gaston. What a good boy. Now you do it, Mr. Thistle.
Heel?
Not bad, but louder. Heel! Okay, to the obstacle course, everyone. Don't dilly-dally. Now the seesaw. Very good. Through the tunnel. Excellent. Round the poles. And jump over the mud pit. No flying, please, Bobby.
A fairy? Let's have a look.
Nanny, the teacher's coming. Pretend to be a toy.
Oh, yes.
I'm a toy.
Oh, a little fairy godmother. Whose toy is this?
It's mine.
Do you remember what our rule is?
No toys in class.
That's right. I'll pop the dolly in my drawer and you can have it back at the end of the lesson, all right?
Yes, Miss Cookie. But Miss Cookie, it was a real fairy.
Thank you, Katie. Let's carry on, shall we?
Ooh, what's this? She's got Nanny's wand. It's sparkly. That girl doesn't know she's doing magic. Miss Cookie, there's a frog on my desk.
Oh, what? Oh, where did he spring from? Well, well. Can anyone tell me what kind of animal a frog is?
Meow. It's a kitten.
It's not a kitten. Oh, my goodness. It is a kitten.
We have to stop her. I'll do a spell to lift the wand out of her hand. Zooby Zooby's hair float in the air. Oh dear, I didn't mean to lift her as well. Miss Cookie, Katie's out of her seat.
Sit down, please, Katie.
Good, she's dropped the wand. I'll go and get it. Wait for me. Miss Cookie, there's an elf and a fairy walking across my desk. Quick, pretend to be toys.
What a pretty fairy doll. And a handsome elf. Are they yours as well, Lucy?
Yes, Miss Cookie.
I think I'll put these toys in the drawer as well.
What are you two doing here?
We tried to get your wand, but a boy saw us.
Did you pretend to be toys?
Yes, Nanny.
Good. Well, I think we've been very clever so far. No one knows we're not toys.
But we're shut in the teacher's drawer. And we have...
You can look now.
Where have you hidden the treasure?
Somewhere in the world.
Well, it can't be that far away. You were only gone for a second.
No one will ever find it. It's guarded by a ferocious beast.
Ooh. School's starting.
All right, Acorn class, settle down. Lucy, could you please feed Fluffy the hamster?
Yes, Miss Cookie. Oh, look what I found.
It's the toy pirate chest from the fish tank. How on earth did it get in Fluffy's cage?
Maybe a pirate put it there.
We'll just put it back, shall we?
Guarded by a ferocious beast indeed. Fluffy the hamster!
There, back where it belongs.
Never mind, Captain Squid. I think that's the best hiding place for it anyway.
But you all know where it is now.
We won't tell anyone.
You swear?
Yes, on pirate's honour.
But Fredbeard, you said pirates don't really have any honour and...
Yes, thank you, Holly. We'll talk about this more later. But for now, put your hands on your hearts and say pirate's honour.
Pirate's
honour.
All aboard! Let's be off before we're spotted.
A flying ship.
Yes, all the best pirates have one these days.
Now, let's start the class.
Miss Cookie, look! A flying pirate ship! It's behind you!
Ha ha, yes, children. Now settle down, please.
Hi, Holly. Hi, Ben. What are you doing here? Tell you later.
Set sail for home!
Little kingdom, here we come. Ha!
I think we got away with that.
Aye, it were a great adventure.
And that's what being elf pirates is all about!
Having adventures.
For today's nature class, we shall be studying the pond. Some creatures live on land, like elves.
Oh.
Some creatures live in water, like fish.
Ah.
Others live in water and on land, like...
Frogs.
Good, Ben. Who can tell me what frogs like to eat?
Ice cream.
Ho, no, Princess Holly. Does anyone else know?
Is it flies?
Correct, Barnaby. Frogs eat flies. Would you like to see where frogs come from?
Yes, yes!
Very well. Here we are.
Ooh!
Frogs lay eggs called frog spawn.
They don't look like frogs.
Oh, we'll have to wait a few days to see. Now, who's going to look after our frog spawn?
I will.
Really, Princess Holly?
Yes, please.
Very well. I'll help you take them home to the little castle.
Hooray!
Da da dum, do da dee da, da da la la, da dum dee da, da la la dee da da da.
Nanny Plum! Nanny Plum!
Hello, Princess Holly. How did your lesson go?
It was great. We learned all about frog spawn, and I've got some homework to do.
That's very nice.
Hello, Nanny Plum. Where do you want the frog spawn?
Goodness me! Frog spawn?
You always said I should learn more about nature, Nanny.
Yes. But I didn't expect it to be in my kitchen.
Ahem. Today's lesson is about...
Thank you, Strawberry. Today's lesson is about some important fairy rules.
Ooh.
Rule 1. Fairies must look nice. Hair lovely. Clothes stylish. Skin beautifully clean. Elves and ladybirds, of course, need not worry about such things. Rule 2. Fairies should never, ever be without their wands. Who knows why?
Without wands, fairies can't do magic tricks.
Yes, Ben. We need wands to do magic. A fairy without her wand is like a ladybird without her spots.
Nanny, Gaston's a boy ladybird.
Whatever. The important thing is fairies must look after their wands.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
Rule 3. If it's windy, like today, fairies should be careful about flying. As long as I fly low, I'll be fine. But on a day like today, no one should fly above the castle walls. It's very windy up here.
Yes, Nanny Plum.
So, what have we learned?
Fairies should always look nice. Fairies must never, ever be without their wands. Fairies mustn't fly in strong winds.
Very good. You see? Even I find it difficult when the wind is so...
Oh, Nanny Plum's gone.
Was that meant to happen?
I don't think so. Nanny's left her wand behind. And a fairy without a wand is like a ladybird without his spots. Poor Nanny! What can we do?
I've got a simple plan. We find Nanny, we rescue her, then we give Nanny her wand.
Now it's time to paint our toys. Remember, be very careful. A little paint goes a long, long way.
Oh, bother. Doing things without magic is very hard.
Maybe you need just a teeny tiny bit of magic.
Oh, are you sure?
Trust me. Zigzag Zoe, paint this toy.
Miss Holly, are you doing magic?
No, wise old elf, not me.
I think it's just the storm outside. It must be really close now.
There's something funny going on around here.
Wise old elf, what do we do next?
A good question, Holly. Next, we wind the toys up.
something. Nanny, my owl doesn't work.
Don't worry. I'll just give it a little help.
Nanny Plum, have you been doing magic?
Just a teeny tiny little bit to help things along.
You are a very naughty fairy.
Sorry, wise old elf.
We'll say no more about it. Now, Holly, let's see what your owl can do. When the big hand and the little hand are pointing straight up, it is 12 o'clock.
Hello, wise old elf.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Can we join you?
Yes, as long as you are quiet.
Rightio.
Now, who can tell me how we know a watch is working?
We can hear it ticking.
Yes, Holly. Very good.
You see, we fairies know all about time.
But you fairies don't have watches or clocks.
We have our own ways of telling the time.
I'm sure you do. Now, how do we know when to wake up in the morning?
The alarm clock rings.
Correct.
I wake up when the cockerel cries. Cock-a-doodle-doo!
Yes, I see. And how do we know when it's time to go to sleep?
When the clock says it's bedtime.
Yes, correct again.
I go to sleep when the owl hoots. Twitter-woo!
But without clocks, how do you know what time it is?
We have dandelion clocks. Look. 1,
Can I have a go?
2,
And me.
3. That means 3 o'clock.
Stop, stop, stop. That's all fairy nonsense.
But it's fun.
Fun has nothing to do with telling the time. I don't suppose you fairies can tell me what time it is now.
It's noon.
Ah, yes, Holly. Well done.
Goodness me!
Shh! This is a library. We must be quiet.
Wow. It's huge.
There are so many books here. How do you stop them flying about and fidgeting?
These are not magic books, Your Majesty.
Oh, well, how do you ever find what you are looking for, then?
We ask the wise old librarian.
So where is this wise old librarian?
Can I help you?
Are you the librarian?
Yes.
Do you know where the stars go in the daytime?
Yes. The answer is in the astrophysics section, second row, reference 520.34. This way.
But we already looked in books for the answer.
What books did you look in?
We looked in my storybook.
And we looked in magic spell books.
Well, there are different books for different things. There are books with stories in,
Ooh, look, witches.
and books about how things work.
Wow, a rocket book.
There are books about music,
Oompa music for elves. My favourite.
books about animals,
Oh, chickens. That's interesting.
books about vegetables.
Oh, yes, I like vegetables, especially peas.
You can find out any answer if you look in the right book. Ah, here we are. A book on stars.
Is this going to have the answer?
Let's see. Is everybody comfortable?
Yes, Queen Thistle.
On clear nights, we can see the stars twinkling in the sky.
The light we see from each star is tiny, the tiniest little spot of light. We can only see it because the sky is so dark. What poor person is the new teacher? Me, actually.
And I'm the assistant teacher.
Tarquin's been really missing, playgroup.
Tarquin like playgroup.
So is Raspberry.
And Nettle.
Come in, children.
Oh, she stung me.
Hello, I'm your new nursery teacher, and this is my assistant, Mrs. Oh.
She's hiding under the desk.
Hello, children. I'm Mrs. Elf.
Relax, Mrs. Elf. There's nothing to worry about with me in charge. Now, children, let's...
They've made the Queen disappear.
All they've left is her panties.
Children, what have you done with the Queen? Gone. All gone.
Hello?
Oh, Queen Thistle.
The toddlers have magicked me somewhere, but I'll be back as soon as I've worked out where I am. You'll have to take the class until I get back.
Oh, OK. Bye.
Mrs. Elf, you're the teacher now.
Yes. Don't panic, Mrs. Elf. You can do this. You're in charge.
Maybe we should take away their wands.
Good idea, Ben. Right, everyone. We are going to play a game. It's called Hide the Wands. We'll take the wands and hide them in this drawer. Good. Now, let's draw a lovely picture. What shall we draw? Butterflies? Bunny rabbits?
Dinosaurs. Tarquin like dinosaurs.
Oh, OK.
Big teeth.
Good. Now use your imaginations. Let's all close our eyes and imagine what it would be like in the time of the dinosaurs.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
It's keeping them happy and quiet. Imagine the fiery volcanoes and thick jungle and dinosaurs.
This elf is a fairy spy. Let's tell her silly made-up things about our boat.
Wow, you've got a big boat.
Yes, and it isn't finished yet. We've got to put the legs on.
Legs?
All Viking boats had legs. Duck legs.
Duck legs?
And we're going to change the dragon's head for,
A hippopotamus head that breathes fire.
Very interesting. Well, it's been nice meeting you. I'd better be going.
Are we really going to put those things on our boat?
No, that was just so the spy will tell Nanny Plum.
And she'll build a very silly boat.
I'm back.
Ah! An elf!
No, it's me. The elf's boat is really, really big.
No problem. We can do big.
And we need duck legs.
Oh, really? Then duck legs it is.
And a hippopotamus head at the front. That breathes fire. Are you sure it looks right?
Maybe we should add chicken wings. That's better. Come on, let's take it for a walk. Walkies!
What an awful noise.
Morning, wise old elf. How do you like our boat?
It looks a bit funny if you ask me.
It is a traditional Viking boat.
Oh, no, it isn't. I'll show you a traditional Viking boat. Mr. Elf, please bring out our boat.
Righto! Oh,
What's wrong?
we can't get the boat through the door. It's too big.
Oh, that's a bit embarrassing.
Oh, did I just see little windows in the toadstools?
All right, gather round, children.
Yes, Miss Cookie.
Here are some toadstools. Tick toadstools off on your lists.
Toadstools. Miss Cookie, do toadstools have little windows in them?
No.
Lucy, That was close. Yes, but I think we got away with it.
Next on the list is an oak tree. Let's go and find one.
Oh no! They're heading towards the great elf tree. We have to get there first. Big people, coming this way.
Ah! Big people! Big people! Everyone into the tree!
Here they come.
Close the shutters! Good! It looks like a normal tree.
Oh, look, a little person.
Ah!
Here we are. You can tell an oak tree by the shape of the leaves.
Do oak trees have little people living in them?
What? Of course not. Tick oak tree on your lists, everyone.
Oak tree.
Phew, that was close.
You're telling me?
Right. Next on the list is insects. This way, children.
Uh-oh, they're heading straight for the little castle.
We have to get there first.
Wait for me!
Daddy! Daddy!
Big people are coming.
Big people?
Quick, close the shutters. Good. Now we're completely hidden.
Hidden? But what about the castle?
Perhaps they won't notice it.
Won't notice it? Won't notice it? A little fairy castle with a flag on top?
I know. I'll just magic the castle invisible.
Brilliant, Nanny.
Invisible, invisible, castle disappear. Invisible, invisible, castle disappear.
Are you ready for a good day's riding?
Yes, Miss Jolly.
Spiffing! I see we have some cowboys here today.
Yee-haw!
One thing to remember, snails don't like loud noises. They're quite shy.
Yes, Miss Jolly.
Don't worry, Trigger. The cowboy is your friend. Jolly good. Let's go and meet your snails. Here are Dobbin, Muffin, Cupcake,
They're so adorable.
Toffee, Bobby, Speedy, Robin Hood, and Samson.
Miss Jolly,
Yes,
Samson doesn't seem to have a shell.
that's because he's a slug.
A slug. Who would want to ride a slug?
Now, children, you must never walk behind a snail.
Why not?
It might give you a jolly good kick, that's why. Oh, Speedy's got a bit of spirit. You need to get to know your snails. Hold out your hand so they can sniff it.
Hello, Bobby.
The snails will be shy until they get to know you. Give Bobby a pat on the shell.
Come on, Bobby. Don't be frightened.
Well done. Now she's your friend.
Can we ride them now?
First, there's jobs to be done, like mucking out the stables,
What's mucking out?
cleaning up snail poo.
Snail poo.
Everyone take a bucket and spade. Off you go.
Snail poo. It's all smelly and squelchy.
That's the spirit. Excellent. And now you must all wash your hands. Next, it's grooming.
What's grooming?
Cleaning and polishing. Everyone take a brush and give the shells a jolly good scrub.
Moving on from finding food, does anybody know how to make a shelter?
Oh, me! I brought my tent. Watch this. There we go. It's got 5 bedrooms, a bathroom, a television, and even a cellar.
Oh, it's amazing. The best tent in the world.
We can't sleep in that.
Why not? What's wrong with being comfortable when you're on holiday?
This is an adventure, not a holiday. We'll make a shelter out of 2 twigs and a leaf. You lean the twigs up like this, and hey presto, what have you got?
2 twigs and a leaf. Where where's the bed?
You sleep on the ground. It's nature's bed. Lovely and cosy.
But why bother when you can sleep in my castle tent?
You're missing the point. Do you fox cubs want a real adventure?
Yes!
Good. If you're going to learn how to survive in the wild, you have to be in the wild. Like, at the top of a mountain.
What?
Fluffy Owl, please magic us to the top of a mountain.
OK, abracadabra.
Wow, we're at the top of a real mountain.
Fantastic. Now, how are we going to get home?
Easy. I'll magic us home.
Let's say you don't have your wand with you.
OK, I'll call for help.
No phone either.
But that's going to make it very, very difficult to get home.
Exactly. But when you get home, you will have earned your adventure badge.
So, what do we do first?
Maybe we should start by working out which mountain we're on.
Good, Ben. That's exactly what we should do.
Fluffy Owl, which mountain did you magic us to?
No idea.
What?
You just said a mountain. I don't know one mountain from another.
Well, that makes things a bit tricky.
Why?
Because we don't even know what country we're in.
Oh.
Oh, that's to show how the campfire would have looked when it was lit.
Here's another button. They move. Ooh.
You see, King Thistle? The toddlers are being as good as gold.
Good as gold.
It's actually going quite well. The toddlers haven't even made Mrs. Fotheringill disappear. Yet.
Stone Age times. Close your eyes and imagine what it must have been like. I have always wanted to know what it would be like to live in the Stone Age.
Abracadabra!
Oh dear, I suppose it was never going to last.
All they've left is her shoes.
Daisy, Poppy, where have you sent Mrs. Fotheringill?
Stone Age.
They've sent Mrs. Fotheringill back to the Stone Age.
That was a very naughty thing to do. Bring Mrs. Fotheringill back right now.
Okay.
Oh! On second thoughts, you don't want to know what it was like to live in the Stone Age. Oh, my shoes! It's good to have them back. Right. Next room, Ancient Egypt.
Ooh.
Look, here's a model showing how a pyramid was built.
It's quite small. Were the ancient Egyptians the size of elves and fairies?
No, the ancient Egyptians were big people, and the pyramids are huge. But they wouldn't be able to fit a full-sized pyramid into the museum.
Big.
That's right, Daisy. Think how big a real pyramid would be.
Here we go again.
Use your imagination.
Big.
Ah, no! Stop! Stop it!
Righto.
What's going on here?
Big people are coming.
What's in there?
Everyone, pretend to be toys.
And what are these little toys doing here?
Hello.
Hello?
Frog time.
Princess Holly, could you remind us what your tune sounded like, please? I don't suppose you lot can read music.
Well, I haven't seen this particular piece before.
You played that perfectly.
Perfect for you, maybe, but it's not elf music.
Elf music has oompa oompa, like this. Oompa 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 oompa
Just remember, you are playing for King and Queen Marigold, and they are very snooty.
We like Oompa music, but King and Queen Marigold don't.
Quite. So play Holly's tune, please. Lovely.
Holly, do the elf band sound any better?
Yes, Daddy. They've been practicing all day.
OK, let's hear them play. Oh.
That's much better!
Yes, it's charming, but I still don't think King and Queen Marigold will like it.
Why, Mummy?
King and Queen Marigold don't like country things, and the instruments sound so, rough.
I can fix that.
How?
I'll just use magic to make the instrument sound more normal. Play me a tune, Mr. Elf.
Today we are having nature class. Follow me.
Excuse me, Wise Old Elf. Why do we have to do nature class?
Because, Ben, it's important that every young elf learns about nature. Who can tell me what this is?
Is it a sort of plant?
A wilted thistle is the correct answer.
Oh.
Now, what's the name of this flower? Oh, we seem to have walked into some elves.
Good day, Nanny Plum.
Hello, wise old elf.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, Holly.
We're doing nature class. So are we. Let's team up. Yes!
I'm not sure about this.
Quite so. Elf and fairy nature classes are very, very different.
We're learning names of plants and things. So are we.
Please, Nanny Plum, can we have one big class?
Please, Mr. Wise Old Elf.
Oh, very well.
I suppose I can handle a few more children.
What?
Wise old elf, there's no need for you to hang around.
But...
You can collect your children when my lesson's over.
No doubt there's some charming fairy name for this plant, but my class has identified it correctly as a welted thistle.
Oh, isn't it hairy bittercress?
Oh, interesting. Or hairy bogweed.
You both know the silly plant names.
So you should both take the class.
On one condition. No magic.
I'm doing nature class today, not magic class.
So, it's agreed.
Let's go.
You just said hocus pocus, plinkety plonk.
Oh, yes. Ahem. Hocus pocus, blinkety...
Nanny Plum!
Oh, bother. What can he want now?
Nanny! I want a cup of tea!
Yes, coming.
This card will never get made. I'll just have to do the magic myself. Now, what was Nanny's spell? Ah, yes. Hocus pocus, plinkety plonk. How about make me a birthday card super duper quick? It worked! Come on, silly paintbrushes. Hurry up! I haven't got all day. Right. You naughty paintbrushes. I'll do a stronger spell to make you go faster. Sam, pop, zip, pow. More, bigger, faster, now! Oh, it's going a bit wrong.
There's your tea, Your Majesty. Will that be all?
Yes, thank you.
Nanny! Help! Help!
Goodness me!
Oh, it's a wondrous place.
I've never heard of it.
The Great Elf Tower gives us all the things we need to make toys.
How does it do that?
When big people have picnics in the Little Kingdom, they put plastic bottles, tin cans, and old papers into the Great Elf Tower. We're here. Behold, the Great Elf Tower.
Where? All I can see is a litter bin.
What? Big people and fairies might call it a litter bin, but to us it is the Great Elf Tower.
Why are you wearing those funny clothes?
They're not funny.
These are safety clothes. The Great Elf Tower can be very dangerous.
And very smelly. Here goes.
Keep going. You're almost there.
Have you found lots of things for making toys?
Not yet. It's a bit dark. I'll go down and take a closer look. Oh, dear. I think the Great Elf Tower is empty.
Oh. Mummy, Daddy, can I have some more jelly, please? This is a
Dad, I can hear big people.
We must stay out of their way. Big people have very big feet.
Come on, Rex.
That was a lovely picnic.
Let's tidy up.
OK, Dad. I'll take the litter to the bin.
Thank you, Lucy.
Come on, Rex.
That's the sound of big people. Quick! Get out of the bin!
Huh? What was that?
I said, get out of the bin!
It's not a bin. It's the Great Elf Tower.
Wow.
This way, Princess Holly. Please feel free to ask any questions.
OK. Hello. What do you do?
I pull this lever, Princess.
What else do you do?
I pull this lever and the gloop comes out.
Don't you get bored?
Elves never get bored. And I'm an elf.
Thank you. Now, moving on.
That's the moulding machine.
Ooh. And what do you do?
I press this button.
All day?
Yes, all day.
You must be very patient.
Elves are very patient. And I'm an elf.
What happens next?
Next is the paint room.
This is where the toys are painted.
What fun! Hello, everybody.
Princess Holly!
Every elf has their bit to paint. One paints the eyes, another the mouth, and another the hair.
Amazing. I thought it would be all done by machine.
No, we do it all by hand.
It looks such hard work.
Elves like hard work. And we're elves!
Well, thank goodness I'm a fairy.
Shush, Nanny.
Once the dress is painted, the doll goes through to the dryer. And then it's packed, ready for delivery. And here we are, the finished doll. A perfect example of elf workmanship.
Isn't the doll's dress supposed to be red?
What? Oh, you're quite right, Princess Holly. Oh, never mind. Some mistakes occur when you're making so many dolls.
But they've all got blue dresses. Lucy! Bessie, we want to see where the milk comes from.
We want to see cows. Can you show us, please?
Yes, follow me. These are the chickens.
Yes, we know. And we know what chickens give us. Don't we, children?
Eggs.
Yes, Jake.
Hello, chickens. Some fairies and elves have come to see you.
Of course, chickens are quite stupid creatures because they are so big.
But I'm big and I'm not stupid.
Yes. Sorry, Lucy.
These are the sheep.
Ah, yes. And who can tell me what sheep give us?
Eggs.
No, no. Sheep give us wool.
What did the sheep say?
The sheep said, "Bah."
But what does "bah" mean?
Bah means bah.
Sheep are really very stupid indeed.
But Rex is very clever. Who's Rex?
Ah, oh,
Rex likes you.
charmed, I'm sure.
Rex is a sheepdog. Watch this. Rex is rounding up the sheep and taking them safely into their pen. Wow!
Gaston wants to have a go.
You're too little to round up sheep, Gaston.
Whoa! What's that sound?
It's gone all dark. It's Bessie.
And who is Bessie?
Bessie's a cow. Ooh! A cow! She likes you.
Now, children, what does the cow give us? The rocket will land here in the Sea of Tranquility.
Ooh, the seaside. We can make sand castles.
We can have a picnic on the beach.
And you can go paddling in the sea.
There is no water on the moon.
But what is the sea made from?
Just rock.
A sea of rock. What's the point of that?
Listen, everyone. This is a very serious mission. There'll be no swimming or picnics. Here is the main cabin.
The cabin is a bit tiny. I might stay down below in the kitchen.
The kitchen? There isn't a kitchen.
No kitchen? What's all this big space for then?
This space is for the fuel, Nanny Plum. I have worked out exactly how much fuel we need to get you to the moon.
Where's the toilet then?
There isn't one. You'll just have to go before you leave.
No toilet? But if we're having a picnic at the seaside, we'll need...
Nanny Plum, it's not a picnic at the seaside. It's a very serious mission. We are going to the moon. Now, all astronauts into their spacesuits. Get ready for takeoff.
What's this for?
There's no air in space. You'll have to wear a spacesuit.
But we can just use magic to breathe.
No, magic is not allowed aboard the elf rocket. You will have to leave your wands behind.
OK.
Astronauts aboard the rocket. Queen Thistle, would you please come with me to the mission control room?
Ooh.
Systems check.
Engines ready?
Engines are go.
Computers ready?
Computers online.
Fuel system ready?
Fuel systems A-OK.
Start the countdown.
10.
I want to wish you all the best of luck. You are going where no elf has gone before.
Oh, fairy.
Or fairy. Oh,
Can I have another go?
No. If anyone can do it, I want to go.
Oh, all right. Holly, give Ben your wand.
But elves don't do magic.
I'd like to give magic a go, just this once.
That's the spirit, Ben.
Into frogs, abracazobody.
Phew! For a moment I thought Ben was going to turn us into frogs.
Abracazobody? Ugh, it's no good. Elves don't do magic.
Maybe you just need a teeny tiny bit of magical help. Tricky trick trick. This young elf do magic. There. Have another go, Ben.
Into frogs, abracazobody. Hey, it worked. Into birds, zabbity-zee. And into rabbits, abracazabity. There, all finished.
Very good, Ben. But haven't you forgotten something?
What?
You need to turn them back into girls again.
Do I? Oh, OK then. Abracazobity-zabbity-zee.
Well done, Ben. Did you two follow that?
Yes, Nanny. I think so.
Good. Anyone else want to try?
Yes, please. Can I have a go? No.
How about a game of football?
Yes, football.
And the rules say no magic.
OK.
Yes. I think we've had quite enough magic for one day.
There are no words in the book.
I am a magical cookery book.
Where are all your recipes?
Oh, if you tell me what you want to cook, I will tell you how to cook it.
We want to cook a special modern meal, please.
How modern?
Very modern.
Certainly. You will need the following ingredients. Potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese.
That doesn't sound very special.
Shush, I am thinking. Voila! One recipe for a very modern meal.
Hooray!
This is a library.
Can I borrow this book, wise old elf?
You can keep it, Princess Holly. Fairy books do not belong in the elf library.
Thank you.
King and Queen Marigold, how lovely to see you.
Hello, darling. It's always a pleasure to visit your little kingdom.
I hope you're hungry. Nanny's been in the kitchen all day.
We haven't eaten a thing since breakfast.
We didn't want to spoil a dinner made by the best cook in the whole world.
I wonder if baked beans are modern.
Nanny, we've got a magic cookbook.
Hello, Nanny Plum.
Oh, you found my cookbook. Where was she?
She was in the elf library.
What were you doing in there?
I was getting very bored.
The book knows a recipe for a modern meal.
Oh, good. What are the ingredients?
A potato, a carrot, an onion, some peas and cheese.
But that's what I would normally cook.
Yes, the ingredients are simple, but the way we cook them is not. Now, boil a pot of water. Chop potato, carrot, onion, peas and cheese. And put them into the pot. Boil for 1 minute and then collect the steam. And serve.
Is that it?
It is a very delicate dish.
OK, what do I do?
You'll need binoculars, a bird spotter's badge, and of course a book.
Welcome to the world of bird spotting. Look for birds, then tick 'em off in this book.
All right, I'll give it a go. Oh, a bird.
What sort of bird is it, Daddy?
It's a robin.
Yes, a robin. And I spotted it. This is rather fun. Oh, there's another bird.
What does it look like?
It's got a long, pointy beak.
Oh, it's a woodpecker. A very special bird.
Can I have a look, Daddy?
Yes, Holly.
Ooh, the woodpeckers landed on the great elf tree.
Orange juice, Ben?
Yes, please, Mum.
Quick, everyone out! It's an earthquake!
It's an earthquake! It's an earthquake!
It's not an earthquake.
Phew.
It's worse than an earthquake. It's a woodpecker.
Oh. It's smashing the tree.
It's made a hole!
It's got inside!
Oh, it's not in my flat.
Phew! It's not in my flat.
Our door's stuck.
Here, son, let me try.
I believe we have found the bird. Everybody, keep calm and don't panic. Ah! Everybody out!
Run for your lives!
Hello, Ben.
Hello, Holly. We've got a bird in our tree.
Yes, I saw it first. It's a woodpecker.
Squirrels won't let anyone move their acorns. Watch.
Oh. What are you going to do now?
Now we're going to move the acorns out of the tree.
But you said you couldn't move the acorns.
We can't, but we can trick the squirrels into moving the acorns for us.
How?
Wait here, you'll see. Oh, it's very clever.
Is it really clever?
No, it's stupid. But funny.
Ta-da! Here we are. Squeak!
Why is the wise old elf dressed as a squirrel?
Because squirrels copy other squirrels. Now, if I move an acorn, all the other squirrels will copy me and move their acorns too.
But don't the squirrels need to store their acorns for the winter?
Ha-ha, yes. That's why I'll lead them to the dry, hollow log on the top of the big hill.
Your costume looks very heavy.
Yes, but it's perfectly balanced by the tail.
Ready for checks?
Ready!
Tail.
Check.
Acorn.
Check.
Squirrels watching?
Check.
Go, go, go!
Squeak! Squeak! Squeak!
We'll see you at the hollow log, wise old elf!
Squeak! Squeak!
I hope the wise old elf will be all right.
Squeak! Squeak!
Wise old elf! The squirrels are coming!
Squeak! Squeak! Good. I will also be needing a windmill. What? A working windmill is a very difficult thing to build. Oh, it mustn't actually work. No, just pretend, but with sails that go round. Oh, all right.
Sandwiches, tea.
Deck chair and fishing rod.
Most kind.
What's that noise?
Wise old elf, what are you doing?
We're building a pretend windmill for the gnome.
A pretend windmill?
Yes, it mustn't actually work. It's just silly.
But it looks fun.
Can Holly and I help you?
Oh, yes, please. Now we can fix the sails.
Finished!
Oh. Arr! Is it dinner time already?
Not really.
Could you get me a bucket of custard and a big jar of pickles, please? Oh, and some plastic flowers.
You're going to eat plastic flowers?
No, that would be silly. They go with the windmill. Ah, good work, wise old elf. Thank you. Goodbye. Finally, I will need a little bridge, a plastic well, and a little picket fence.
So he wants a bucket of custard and a big jar of pickles?
These are the tomato plants.
Wow!
I'm afraid we have tomato bugs.
Oh dear.
Tomato bugs like to eat the tomato plants.
Go away. Shoo, 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 shoo.
Oh, they keep coming back.
Yes, if only we could find a way to get rid of them.
Gaston scared them away.
Of course. Ladybirds like to eat tomato bugs.
Clever Gaston.
You should be our chief pest controller.
Now we can harvest a tomato. Carry on.
Righto. Tomato!
That looks dangerous.
It is. That's why we wear these hard hats.
But there's another job that's really dangerous.
Ooh, what's that? Can I see?
It can be quite scary.
I'm not afraid.
It is possibly the most dangerous job in the world for an elf.
What is it?
Collecting eggs.
What's so dangerous about collecting eggs?
Chickens.
Wow, they're big, aren't they?
Yes, that's why we have this high fence. And why it's very important to lock this gate.
Ooh, exciting.
Wait, Princess Holly.
These chickens don't look dangerous.
It's...
I have to get the tooth from under the pillow without waking the little girl.
How?
Gently pillow, up, up, up.
Wow.
There it is. It's stuck.
1, 2, 3, pull!
Oh, thanks, Ben. That's what I call a big baby tooth.
What about the coin, Nanny?
Here it is. Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Oh, the little girl's written us a letter. What a nuisance.
I love getting letters.
But the children always want a reply. Now we'll have to come back again.
Can I read it? Dear Tooth Fairy, what is it like to live in fairyland?
Fairyland. That makes it sound like some silly make-believe place.
Did she ask about elves?
No, Ben. Maybe there wasn't enough room on the paper. But she does say, love from Lucy. That's a lovely name.
Shush. Remember, Princess Holly, we mustn't wake her.
Nanny, what happens to the tooth now?
We'll give it to the elves. They take care of the rest.
This way.
Hopefully, there'll be no one there. Then we can just leave our tooth and go.
Good evening. Can I help you?
Oh, hello. Tooth delivery.
Have you filled in your tooth report?
Yes.
There appear to be some details missing. Where was the tooth found?
Under the pillow.
Under the pillow. Dear me, you haven't even put the little girl's name.
We know that. Her name is Lucy.
Lucy.
And she's written us a letter.
Ah, a letter. There'll have to be a reply before morning.
I'll write it. Dear Lucy, it's very nice in the little kingdom.